What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title, we are doing a girl chat video today. I have my cousins with me. This is y'all first time meeting my cousin Jazz. You gonna say hi?
Hey.
And y'all met Kayla. Kayla was the one who did the Walmart video with me when we did the social experiment. So welcome Kayla back. So I asked on Facebook what are some girl chat topics so we can talk about or questions that we can ask, and I got a lot of feedback. So we're gonna scroll through this and figure out what we're gonna be talking about today. We're literally gonna do this as we go. I don't know what we're gonna be talking about. Okay, so question number 1: do all men cheat? This is getting juicy fast.
No.
Like, we're not even gonna
Yes.
we're not even gonna baby steps into it. Just do all men cheat?
I say no. I'm pretty sure men think it, but I don't think all men cheat. I think some people can control themselves.
But what do you consider cheating? Because
That's true. That's true.
I feel like before the action comes, the thought comes, and then the conversation comes. But do I think that all men cheat? No.
I don't think
that
all
a lot
men-
of men cheat.
I don't
but I don't
think-
think that all men cheat.
I
Yeah, I
agree with
think
that.
even having the thought is cheating.
Having
Like,
the
fact that you
thought
that-
is messed up, but I don't think that's necessarily cheating. I feel like it's when you get to texting. I don't necessarily think texting and having those types of conversations are necessarily cheating, but you halfway there. If you are like,
Right.
you literally are like, if you talking about what you gonna do and what you want to do and leave your girlfriend, like all this other stuff, like you are literally halfway there. You haven't acted on it yet, but you're in the process. So
And
Right.
see, me, I feel like entertaining other females is cheating. I don't care.
it's on the road to
True.
cheating. Like
I feel like
in the
it's
car.
cheating. To
they
me, you
in the
don't
car
have to
on their
have
way
sex
there.
with nobody to be cheating. Or
That's true.
no, to me,
That's
it's
true.
people fall in love with the talk. Like people, no, that's cheating.
I heard somebody ask today, is buying another female food cheating?
No, but
It's not
disrespectful.
cheating, but it's not okay.
All right.
I mean, unless it's me that could buy me food.
Well, I will say this: you do have friends. Like I have guy friends that are literally just friends, and if they buy me food and they have a girl, like no, it's not cheating. But at the
But
same
you know
time,
the difference, and,
exactly.
and it's an understanding.
You know the difference.
Yeah, y'all not dumb.
Cool.
Okay, here, Kayla, you pick a question this time.
Okay, good question. Should your husband be responsible to maintain the household financially as a whole, including mortgage, utilities, etc., while you carry the duties completely of cooking, cleaning, laundry, grocery shopping, taking the kids to sport practices, and so forth? Or should it simply be 50-50?
This is a question that has been like an ongoing debate on Facebook, and honestly, it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy because I feel like it's different for every person, for every relationship, for every different people have different dynamics of their relationship. So I feel like what works for Angela and Chris down the street, I feel like that may not work for me and Billy. I just feel like every situation doesn't work for every person. Now, some people feel like in an ideal world, yes, your husband does take care of the major responsibilities, and then you working your job, you can take care of the smaller responsibilities, like taking care of the kids, cooking, cleaning, grocery shopping, making sure there's food in the house, stuff like that. But that's not everybody's dynamic. Like some people feel like 50-50, like we live in one. I mean, honestly, y'all, if you're married, your money is his money and vice versa.
Right.
Like y'all are in one household, y'all are married, like the money is y'all's. The money's really ours. Like, it's one bank account. Like it's all of y'all's, both of y'all money at the end of the day. So like, does it really matter whose pawn the funds are coming out of? I really don't think it does. But what do y'all think?
Just to piggyback one about the financials, a lot of people who are married don't believe that the money is theirs. Like
and that's the problem.
And there are so many marriages like, oh, this is my money, this is da-da-da. And then you have to ask yourself, like, is that really somebody you should be married to? And that's just, I'm not married, but that's just from what I've seen and the beautiful relationships that I have seen. It's like, if I can't trust you with my money, how am I going to trust you with my children? How can I feel secure and I don't trust how you handle and spend your money? So I, too, agree that it is dependent upon the dynamic of your relationship. But I think the overarching principle about the husband being financially responsible is just a security thing. Like, if I lose my help tomorrow, are you gonna hustle? Or are you gonna bust your tail to make sure that this house and our family is taken care of by any means?
As they should, but vice versa. The
Right.
husband should be able to accept the same thing from the woman.
Right. But to me, it's just a man's job to make that first sacrifice.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like women sacrifice in other ways, but when it comes to making sure that means are taken care of, that is the man's job. Like, we bear children, we do generally raise the kids. Does that mean that you can't drop your kids off at practice or pick them up from school? No.
All right, the next question is, this one is complete. No, okay. I don't even want to read this. Polygamy, can it work? Hell no. Hell no.
If you got a quality female, she ain't going. Period.
I say no.
Because I don't share.
Okay, so it's basically like when you like share a husband, like a man having multiple wives, or I mean, I guess a woman having multiple husbands too. I don't know if that's like a thing. But whatever. Do you want to share? Basically, is the question. No.
No.
Moving on. Oh, well, sorry. Well, do you think it can work?
No.
Can it potentially be successful in this generation?
I mean, honestly, I think that there are a lot of females who are out here doing it now.
don't
But
even know
instead of being called wives, they're called whores.
Big facts.
AKA hoes. And it's very successful. Some are getting money out of it. Some are getting sex. Some are getting caught up in having children. Just whatever. So it is successful
For them.
but
So they say.
it's also trash.
This is our opinion of these questions. So
Yeah.
if you feel otherwise, I'm up for group discussion. What I'm not going to do is argue with y'all in the comments. So that's not what we're not going to do that. But if you guys have an opinion about any of these questions, I'm more than happy to read the comments, and we can, have I don't even want to call it a debate, because that's not really what I want it to be. But just like how we're voicing our opinions about these questions, you guys can do the same. She said dating old men. That was sugar daddy. That wasn't a question. I just was scrolling and I saw that, and no, I'm not doing that. I'm not about that life.
How old is the question?
Right, like how old we talking?
Like daddy old.
Like 60?
Like daddy old
Like
or grandpa
papa
old? Neither.
Because Papa might not want no sugar.
Papa is going to a nursing home.
Papa definitely wants some
Papa
sugar.
is just going to be happy because you're going to sit there and talk to him about his children, and he going to want to spend his money on you, and you going to do his laundry and cook for him.
He might want you to rub his booty while you giving him
No,
a bath.
he can rub my booty.
While y'all in the shower together.
No, he ain't going to be doing
I'm
all
just
of that.
picturing
Papa not going to do all of that.
Oh my gosh.
Dating old men.
Papa probably.
That's
ain't
a
paying
personal
for
Papa
preference.
paid them bills.
That's a personal
They let him rub
preference.
my booty.
I'm not dating an old man. I'm not doing it. I barely even like old people. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. When old men try to talk to me outside,
I
I'm
get
like,
annoyed. I get really irritated. Remember we were
But
at
it sound
Waffle
good.
we were at Waffle House, and those they weren't old. They were like daddy old, not grandpa old.
They were kind of in between.
You think they were in between?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's too old for y'all?
They told us see y'all later.
We'll see y'all later.
I think
Where you
30.
gonna see me?
Nowhere. That's where. All right. So the next one is kind of like just a topic, more so than a question. It says money management for young ladies. It's money management for young ladies. I feel like money management is important because for a lot of different reasons, but just one reason in particular, if you're dating somebody or married to someone or whatever, I am just the type of person, I don't want a man to ever be able to tell me, which this actually was a Facebook post that I saw, but I really believe it. Like, it's something that I feel like I would say regardless of if I saw it on that post or not. I don't want a man to ever be able to tell me or make me feel like you wouldn't have that if it wasn't for me. Like, I have my own. I don't need yours. I feel like it's a little different when you're like actually married, because I feel like in some ways you do have to allow your husband to be the man and to take care of you. But in the same breath, I'm not about to be out here struggling and hurt if something happened. If you lose your job, what we gonna do? Like, if the woman in the relationship wasn't, you know, doing good at money management and saving and, you know, having, you know, her own money. I guess it's a little different when you're in a relationship. It's not really supposed to be your money, my money, unless, you know, that's just like the type of arrangement y'all have. But I feel like it's important. Save your money. Have some money on your own. I'm not married, so I don't really know if it's like okay to like have your own stash and he has his own stash. I don't know. I feel like women in their like 40s, like if they have daughters like our age, they might tell us, you know, have a little money on the side. Like don't ever let the money y'all have in y'all account be the only money that you got. You know, I think that's just kind of like an old school thing maybe. I just need my own. Like I don't want to have to ask you for money. And even if my husband was the type of husband who would be like, I don't want you to work. Like, I want you to be at home. I want you to take care of the kids. I want you to do this. I want you to do that. Number one, I feel like if a man tells you that, I feel like you really have to know who he is. Because is he telling you that because he wants to have control over you and what you're doing and, you know, that whole situation? Or is it because he really just wants to take care of you and he wants to make sure he's the one who's doing the work and you're at home doing, I guess, like I don't want to say this, but the woman's job. I don't want to have to ask you for money. Like, if I don't have a job, if I'm being a stay-at-home mom, I don't want to have to ask you for money. With you as my husband, you should be okay with that, but I am not okay with that. I'm not sitting at home not doing shit all day. I'm just not. Like, I have to go to work. Okay, so my cousin who is off camera, she was saying that in a earlier question I mentioned that if you guys are married, it's like both people's money. Like if I'm married, I have my money, he has his money, but once we actually are married, it's our money. But then just literally a couple seconds ago, I said, well, I want to have my own money, like my money, my money, my money. I just want to clarify. I feel like if you guys are married, it is y'all's money. It is both of y'all money. If it's going in one account, y'all are married, it is both of y'all's money. But what I was saying with the other question, if I'm a stay-at-home mom, I don't want to have to ask, you know, my husband for money. Yes, technically that is my money, I guess, but just the type of person that I am, I would not feel okay with it, and I wouldn't feel right dipping and dabbling all in that money because it's not really money that I have worked for. Yes, it's our money, but I have always been raised to be an independent person, and I always have been, literally since I was a teenager. I don't ask for a lot, so I've just always had my own. So even that's something when I do get married, that's gonna have to be something that I work on, an adjustment, letting my husband do more for me. Basically just letting him be the man, like not wanting to do it all by myself. Like I do have to let him, you know, play his role and do his part. So I do still think it is y'all's money. Do you have anything else to say over there, Miss Cousin off camera? Every time this, y'all, let me explain something to y'all. Every single time this camera goes off, because what I'm doing is like turn the camera on and off, on and off, on and off. So that way it's not like a really, really long video that we're editing. It's like little snippets. It's easier to edit that way. Every time we turn this camera off, she over here, she got something to say about every single question. But as soon as I turn this camera on, she wants no part. She will literally become mute. She won't say anything. So back to Kayla's question about dating a man with kids. Yes,
I feel like I wouldn't want to date somebody with a child already. I would rather that be my first, start that family of our own. But I think I still would consider it if somebody already had a child. Am I playing stepmom? No.
I literally 110%. Kayla literally just took the words out of my mouth. Like literally, that's not really something that I didn't think that I would want to date a person that already has kids, because simply my vision for myself and for my life is to date someone, you know, start that relationship, build that relationship, you know, just the traditional way, like court, you know, all that kind of stuff, date for a little bit, get married, then have kids. Like But if I start dating you and you already have kids, like, we already like somewhat out of order, which traditionally there's an order. Realistically, you know, that's not really how things happen anymore. So I didn't think that I would want to date someone with kids, but if I came across a person who I felt like might be a good fit for me and they did have a kid, then that's something that I would have to consider. All right, you guys, that is all for girl chat. That got a little deep. Like, I was turning red and everything.
Because she light skinned.
Oh, sis, we are the same color.
I'm a little darker.
Where?
Everywhere.
We're not even about to get into this right now. We're literally the same color.
Caramel.
But anyway, like I said, thank you guys for watching today's video. If y'all have something to say about these questions that we answer, or comments, you know, or topics or whatever that we discuss, I want to know you guys' opinions too. So comment below your thoughts. Let me know. As always, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join the crew. Always remember, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Smile, it might brighten someone's day.
Glowing and growing all 2018.
All 2018.
All 2018.
Period. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you later. Bye.
Bye.